Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today's a very interesting day, that's for sure. Almost didn't feel like we should even stream today because it's a weird day, but I guess we'll go on and push through. And sorry to hear everything that's happened, and of course prayers to Charlie Kirk and his family, or really the family, for everything that's happened. It's just a very unfortunate situation, and I guess we'll just kind of just keep it at that. But today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, Tesla, how could the $7,500 federal tax credit, how could it potentially apply after September 30th? I've given it some thought on this, and this might be the deciding factor for a lot of you out there on whether you're going to be buying a Tesla vehicle or not. So let's get into that, plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. And we do have a giveaway running on the channel right now. So if you're interested in winning one of these Tesla robots, here is the actual free giveaway. There's less than a week left at this point, and free to enter. Multiple entries are allowed. That's the link right there. It's with Gleam that I paid for, that we can do giveaways a lot easier. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the live stream or down below in the comments. We also have a ultimate deal checklist. If you're looking to save thousands off of your Tesla purchase, here's 17 steps that you can follow along. Link down below in the description. And the first 50 people that use promo code YouTube get 40% off, 40% off the purchase price. And of course, purchasing it does support the channel. Today's live stream is partnered and sponsored by Aura, where you can protect your online data privacy and much more, but more on that later. And so this might be the deciding factor between some of you out there, whether you're going to be purchasing a Tesla Model 3 or Model Y, or really maybe any of the Tesla vehicles that qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. I've given it some thought, and here's how Tesla could apply, or I guess not apply, the $7,500 federal tax credit after September 30th. And so yesterday we noticed that Tesla updated some of their verbiage with the $7,500, saying, quote, taking delivery by September 30th is the surest way to secure the credit at point of sale. And you can see here, they've changed a lot of their different verbiage to like secure the tax credit, or even pointing it at point of sale. And so we know now that the IRS has updated their guidance and everything, and saying that if you've got a deposit and a binding contract, that you should still be able to qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit, as long as you qualify yourself via the income limits and everything for the tax credit. And so I think what's actually going to be happening here is that the IRS rule says that you just need to be in a binding content, which we know that Tesla and other brands don't want to be on the hook for the $7,500 point of sale with it. And so I think what's going to be happening here is, if you get pushed and your delivery doesn't make it by September 30th, which I think at this point, if you're going to be placing an order, you still should be okay. A lot of the different Tesla websites still say like September of 2025. I've checked in with a ton of different pending people that have pending orders, and none of them say October. So I think a lot of them are still good for September of 2025, but I still wouldn't wait to put in your order. I would probably go ahead and put in your order. And if you are, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. If you're already getting full self-driving, then using our Tesla referral code does support the channel. So thank you to everybody who has used that. But I think what's going to happen is, if your delivery gets pushed into, let's say, October, but you've got your deposit and you've got your binding contract, I think what will happen is that you'll have to get the credit not through point of sale, but the other way, which is filing on your taxes, which, if you are in certain income limits, you might not get the full amount. And so there's a lot of different intricacies that work around, or that happen with this. And so, because there's really two ways to get the credit. If you take a look at the IRS website here, you can say, of course, you can get the, like in this section right now, how to claim the credit. To claim the credit, you file 8936 with your tax return, and you will need to provide the vehicle's VIN. You get a time of sale, whether you get the credit at $7,500 discounted and minus off the price at time of sale, like Tesla gets it from the IRS IRS and passes it to you, or you file it with your tax return. So that would mean you would pay a $7,500 more price for the Tesla vehicle, the Tesla Model Y or Model 3, like this right here. So instead of checking this box and it's saying $7,500 less, you would pay the $45,000 or $49,000. And then when you go to file for your taxes in April of 2026, which I guess is what, 6 months, 7 months from now, then you would get a $7,500 added refund, which is still the same thing as long as you're within the parameters, not making too much or not making too little. Then you would be able to get the $7,500 as an added amount to your tax credit and everything. So might not be a bad thing, but that could be a deal breaker for a lot of people that are banking on it having a $7,500 discount or tax credit at time of sale, because it's less financing that's needed. I mean, there's a lot of different issues that could come arise from this, because if you have to finance a vehicle that's $7,500 more, I mean, take a look at the payments right here, $807 or $881. But if you use the tax credit, then it drops at about like what, $100 to $150 a month. So could be a very interesting situation, that's for sure. I mean, we're still way ahead of what potentially could happen. I mean, we're still what, like 20 days out from the end of September, which is almost 3 weeks at this point. And so I wouldn't be worried just too yet, especially if you're in like California or Texas, where you're near the factories. But if you're in like other states, then maybe I would start to think about like, hey, if I've ordered a black with a white Tesla Model Y, which I prefer, then am I flexible with some of the colors or options or whichever? And so certainly, just a speculation here, but I really feel like that could be what could be happening unless Tesla could change everything here and actually release some verbiage. But also, I mean, they haven't released anything yet, and so we can only guess what could be happening in the near future. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Do you feel like this is a deal breaker if you are not able to get the $7,500 at point of sale? Will you not buy a Tesla? Because 6 months doesn't sound like a long time, but it's also a decent amount of time as well. And other interesting Tesla news, the Model Y L is now sold out for the month of October. They are saying estimated delivery dates are now into November of 2025. I think this vehicle, if it does come out in the US, if it ever does, is a very nice vehicle, and I think a lot of people would be interested in it as well. We've also got a picture of what it could look like if you got a Tesla bed or a bed in the back of your Model Y, because all seats fold flat for the Model Y L. Very spacious, and I could see this being a great camping car. There definitely is like a segment of Tesla owners that are very interested in like sleeping in vehicles or whichever. So very interesting to see like camping with your Tesla and everything with that. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Of course, we do have a deal checklist. So if you are interested in trying to save thousands off of your next Tesla, I created a 17-step guide so that you can save thousands. Definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. Use promo code YouTube to get 40% off. The first 50 people get 40% off. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply. Protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up, my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data like your addresses, phone numbers from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it, and you should too. Thanks for everyone, and I just realized I'm lagging. Let's see if I can turn this off. And let's see if we still stay on. We do have a giveaway running on the channel right now, so if you want to win one of 3 Tesla robots right here. We're using Gleam to keep track of all the entries and everything. So if you want to join in, it's right there so that you can check it out and everything. Sean, thanks for coming in. Blueberry, thanks for coming in as well. Jeep Life, thanks for coming by. Bakes Mountain, thanks for coming by. George and Dave, thank you all for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. Not sure why Tesla wouldn't just use the loophole the IRS is giving us. Yeah, I mean, all the electric vehicle like Rivian, Lucid, Tesla, and none of them have given any sort of guidance or updated guidance at all. And so maybe they're just, I mean, they obviously are trying to wait to try and get as many deliveries as they can by the end of the month. Jeep, Charlie would have wanted people to continue to live lives, and you were respectful to him. I think you are fine. Oh, thank you, Jeep, for that. For sure. Bakes, I'm very interested in what is going to happen in the future with Tesla prices. My Model 3 lease ends in April, and I'm debating on early termination because it might be cheaper to buy now than in April. So another friend, actually, great timing on that, because another friend asked me about that same thing in like, hey, like I've got a lease ending in like 1.5 years. Can I get out of it? And unfortunately, the most I've ever seen is like 3 to 6 months, really like 3 months, where Tesla has waived payments. And that was in the past. I don't know if they still do that, but my recommendation and my advice is you might as well ask, because you won't know until you ask Tesla to see what type of offer they can provide to you. Mountain, if you did wait, might be better to do the lease and then buy it, use the loophole. Yeah, I mean, it depends on like how loose this like binding contract is. Like, I mean, I might just throw an order in, because that might mean that as long as you have an order plus a deposit, then you might be okay to get the 7,500, whichever. So there might be a strategy here where like, even if, if you want to wait and see what happens in December or Q4 with all the different deals, but you still want to try and get the 7,500, and you can still get the 7,500 in April, it might just be worth it to just throw a deposit in there, even though it is a non-refundable 250, but you might be able to play this game where like, hey, you place a deposit on like September 30th, like the last day, and then just keep stalling and stalling and stalling to see if the deals and incentives get better, because you might be able to take advantage of both worlds potentially. You might pay that higher price, but then you've got that 7,500 in your back pocket. So if you're looking to be doing that, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle, and you can support the channel as well. George, can Tesla credits be used towards taxes, fees, down payments on a lease? I keep getting different answers from Tesla employees. George, great question. And the answer is yes. It is treated as cash. It literally is in your wallet. I've helped multiple people where they had Tesla credits, and all you do is you press yes. It's like the final last stage, like literally last stage before you pick up a vehicle, and it says like apply credits. It's literally cash. And so yes, like I had a friend that put 2,500 down, 100 down on a lease, and they used all of their Tesla credits basically to get there. Dave, I hope you have a nice evening. I enjoyed your podcast. Thank you, Dave. Thank you for the kind words and everything. My lease is no purchase. Bakes, let's see. When you purchase, you're not a leased. Oh, you purchased it. Wait, the one you talking about early, Maya's lease? No, I don't know. Yeah, you might have to clarify that for me. A little bit lost with that one. What else we got? In this next topic, this is a pretty insane little story that I was talking to a friend with, but he was able to get approved for a Tesla vehicle with an income of $29,000. I don't know if this is funny or not, or just an interesting story, because I had not realized that Tesla will approve incomes this low. I was always of the belief that you have to make 1-to-1 to the vehicle to even get approved from the banks and everything. But here's the story. So my friend actually accidentally put $29,000 a year as income on their Tesla financing app for a brand new Model Y. And if you're curious like how much a brand new Model Y is, I mean, you're looking at like $40,000 to $50,000 out the door with taxes, fees, and everything. And he actually got approved. Now, of course, he does have good credit, like 750 plus, 800 plus, but the rate was 7.75% with $29,000 a year income. So if you want the favorable rate, like the 4%, you still need good income and also good credit score as well. He didn't realize he put put 29K as the yearly income and fixed it and corrected him and put his real income, and actually Tesla adjusted him down to 3.99%. But it is kind of crazily how flexible Tesla financing actually is, and it makes sense because there's a lot of people out there that use like the state incentives like decap and everything like that to get a nice incentive. And so it's not to say that you can't necessarily get it approved for it. You might have to pay just a higher interest rate for it. But if you're curious on how to get pre-approved or pre-qualified, Tesla does have a pre-qualified button on their ordering page. You can see it's right here. You hit pre-qualified and it's a super soft inquiry. It doesn't even ask for your social. And then you can see if you are pre-qualified or not. But really the realest way is to put a deposit down on a Tesla vehicle, because then that gives you access to the real credit application where you can actually do a hard inquiry and they can actually see if you'll get approved or not. And so if you're looking to be doing that, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code just like the one down below in the description. So you get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle, or $250 off depending on which vehicle you actually get. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments.
Bought your Tesla, or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Jowa. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic.
Thanks for that, everyone. My lease is no purchase. When I got my lease, it was when there was no purchase option at the end. Okay, yeah. So then, I mean, Tesla still might potentially like waive some of the payments at the end, like 3 months to 6 months, but you have to ask them and initiate that. And so I would just like message them or even go into the store, the sales departments, and say like, hey, I'm interested in getting a brand new Model 3 or Model Y, but I've got a lease and I've got like 1 month or 6 months left. Like what can be done with this, and see how creative they are. Edward, waiting for the bigger discount for the buyers on the Cybertruck fence. Do you think Tesla will give us more discounts prior to September 30th? I don't actually think so, because 0% is pretty good. And actually people are starting to transact, whether it's the 0% or 2.5%, because at the same time, it also qualifies for the 7,500. And so now, of course, you do have to get full self-driving, but if you're looking to get full self-driving for half off, send me a DM on Instagram if you've got a pending delivery, so I can point you in the right direction for any of the Tesla vehicles. But I mean, Tesla Cybertrucks are selling. I'm talking to like a handful of people that are actually purchasing Cybertrucks and everything. So I don't think they're going to be making any sort of changes. If anything, they might just change like inventory discounts. Like if we see a ton of them in our area, they might just increase like the inventory discount of it, like ever so slightly. Like we might start to see like some of these $4,000 to $5,000 off, or maybe even back up to like the $6,000 to $8,000 off that we saw like months ago in the certain market and everything. In this next topic, Hardware 5 or AI 5 will be 40 times better than the previous version, says Elon. I mean, this is kind of the thing with Teslas. The chips keep better and better. And there's always like another thing around the corner, whether it's a refresh, new model. I mean, just like anything else. Well, Hardware 5 or AI 5, Elon says that the Tesla AI 5 chip will be 40 times better than AI 4 in some metrics, and 8 times better in raw compute, and 9x more memory. Quote, I'm confident that the AI 4 currently chips in cars will achieve self-driving safely at least 2 to 3x times of a human, maybe even 10x. And here's the full list. Elon talked about like government. He hasn't been backed into DC since May from his most recent talking. The Optimus is one of the hardest vehicles or hardest things that they've been trying to create, even harder than Model S, X, XY Cybertruck as well, but not harder than Starship. That's what he said. And then of course he talked a lot about about like Starlink and like the AI 5 and even AI 6 and full self-driving as well. There's a massive list. I'm not going to go through all of it, but there's another thing that he said, that the full self-driving version 14, which is coming out later this year or end of this year, quote, your car will feel like it's going to be sentient by the end of this year, and it will be the biggest upgrade to the Tesla since version 12. And so can't wait to see this actually roll out. It is going to be an interesting vehicle once it actually, I mean, full self-driving is already pretty good, especially on like Model Y, one of the best vehicles out there with full self-driving. And I would love to see the increases and changes on like the rest of the lineup, especially the ones that have like front camera. And really the Cybertruck probably needs the one that needs to be the most improved at this point. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're
One
thinking.
thing's for sure, if you're buying a new Tesla, it does not come with this. And that's a set of all-weather floor mats. My favorite set so far right now is a set by 3W Liners. And I've tried all the different floor mats that are out there, 3D Mats USA, Tasmanian, and a bunch of Amazon ones. And by far, these are going to be my favorite set. I've got them in our Model X, Model 3, Model Y, and also Cybertruck as well. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, not only will you save 25% off and get a set under $100, you'll support the channel as well. So definitely check out our partner 3W Liner floor mats down below in the description, and let's get on to the next topic.
And 3W actually gave us a highest promo code ever, 35% off. Use promo code Dennis35. So if you're looking for a floor mat, lifetime warranty, great fitment, we've got it on all of our Teslas. And so you can get a nice discount. Definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. And thank you to everybody that's used our links down below to support the channel and everything. Edward, seeing tons of Cybertrucks in the Miami area. They are definitely selling more. Same. I'm seeing like a lot of Model Ys and Cybertrucks everywhere. Marius, is the current Cybertruck lease $665 with $5K down any good? Price per value? It's not bad. It's the lowest we've seen so far. Can it get lower? Sure. Why not? So in terms of like, dollar per lease, it's I've definitely seen better, but of course not Tesla, but it's the lowest that I've seen for a Cybertruck lease for sure. Like when I mean better, like I'm talking like you can get like 100, and I mean actually the G-Wagon lease that we talked about like last week or a week ago, I mean you're looking at like a $180,000 vehicle, and it's now down to like $1,600 a month. Now that sounds like a high payment, but you have to look at the ratios, like 180K MSRP, 1,600. And so if you're looking for deals like that on any of the electric vehicles, send me a DM and I'll point you in the right direction with a broker in the Los Angeles area that can get you set up so you can skip the dealerships and everything. It's fun to not qualify for the rebate. Chris, what do you mean? Anybody can qualify for the rebate if you lease it. Jeep, will Tesla still update hardware 3 models or hardware 4 for free? They'll probably update it with software updates, but in terms of like you're talking about when Elon said that they're going to update hardware 3 for all the vehicles so that they do full self-driving, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that for a while, and that's probably why Tesla is offering like a lot of these full self-driving transfers and everything. In this next topic, Lucid is to launch their $80,000 Gravity SUV/van later this year. Can't wait to actually see when the cheaper variant starts to roll out, because this is going to be a hit when it actually starts to launch. Right now you can get the Grand Touring, but the Grand Touring of the Lucid is a little bit more expensive. It's like $120,000, maybe even $140,000. But the Touring Edition, the basic one, I mean for $80K is a good amount of value if it starts and gets released. But probably later this year probably means like a online release, and then orders and deliveries will start to trickle through, and the deliveries will probably happen like next year. Another thing with Lucid with next year is that they're going to be releasing an off-road version. Kind of looks interesting to see and cool as well, plus like a mid-sized Lucid as well. I mean the Lucid Gravity is a great vehicle, and it actually kind of fits in this segment where there's not a lot of like actual like van type vehicles, and so if it can get cheaper and more affordable, it could be a better hit. I mean I'm looking like even like this ad right here, the EV9, which is a third row as well, SUV, or maybe even Rivian competitor, and actually has a real third row that is more spacious for other vehicles and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Huge. Will the V14 come to my new Tesla Model Y Juniper as soon as I take delivery? No, it's going to be a bit for that in terms of like, is it actually going to be coming out? I bought a Tesla. The government charged me $7,500. Oh, I see, because you didn't qualify. Yeah, maybe then if you leased it, you would have got it, because everybody can get the $7,500 if they lease it, and then you just have to buy it out afterwards. So you have to have that set up. Cybertrucks is now $69K inventory discounts, all-wheel drive. That's pretty cool, actually. I haven't seen that yet. What's zip code are you looking at? Because that'd be cool. What does the crown by my name mean? I have no idea, actually. We have to ask YouTube. JK, I made too much to qualify for the 7500, so I bought a used plaid instead. Chris, I mean, depreciated Model S's are crazy to actually see. I mean, yesterday we talked about a Model S refresh, 2021 refresh, that was $20,000, which is wild in terms of like how much value that actually is. We're at Travis 12189. Let's take a look actually and see what type of bigger discounts. This is actually what I like to do, just to like see. Let's see. Oh, because this has the tax credit in it. Okay, so I see what you're saying now. Yeah, if you factor in the tax credit, then that does bring it down to 69K. But if you're just looking at like MSRP with the price discount, then it's really only 3,000. I mean, which is still good. Actually, this is a decent discount. This is the highest I've seen. Like 2 to 3 is the highest, but usually it comes with like a lot of miles. But I mean, 1,500 miles, 1,400 miles, that's actually not too bad, not too shabby at all. Jan, made discounts will not stack. I have your referral and military. Made discounts will not stack. I have your referral and military. Yeah, referral and military stack. I'm not sure what you mean there. No, I mean like once V14 comes out, will I get it to my software update for free? Yes. Full self-driving. That's the cool thing with Tesla. Once you pay for it and get the full self-driving, or I mean buy the vehicle, all the updates like software updates come with the vehicle. They download for free and everything with that. Actually, since we're talking about that, let's talk about the next topic. In this next topic, how to update your Tesla, how to get the latest update from Tesla manually. There might be a way, if you are still pending, to wait for like the latest update. Like you usually get it like on your mobile app and when you have the Tesla app and everything. Well, actually, Zach found out that if you go to your Tesla vehicle, there is, and you wake it up and you go to like this screen right here where you can see the download button, you might be able to manually trigger it so that you can download the latest update. Zach did it and went to his vehicle, and then actually he told Homar's catalog as well, and quote, was able to get the latest Tesla software update to pop up manually by checking my vehicle. So don't rely on just like the Tesla app, and actually maybe try and go check out your vehicle as well to try and trigger the update so that you can get it for your vehicle. Seems like Michael Harmon was able to get it on their Tesla vehicle as well. Now, of course, you do have to be hooked up to Wi-Fi to download it, or maybe even like hotspot to actually do that. And with some of the latest updates of 2025, there's a couple different undocumented changes as well. There's always like secret things being looped into here. There's a new lock alert. Tesla's added a new locking animation when your vehicle is locked and there's still someone inside with a phone key. Very cool. Mobile access. Tesla mobile access found under control safety can safely disable your vehicle being controlled from a mobile app. That's pretty interesting to see. And Sentry mode with ambient lighting. Very interesting to see. If you got a vehicle with ambient lights, the wrap around the strips, the vehicles will gently now pulse with Sentry mode when it detects a threats and registers a Sentry mode event. So very cool to see all these different updates. And that's really the cool thing with Tesla vehicles, is that they continuously update and everything. But the one thing is for sure, if you're about to buy a Tesla vehicle, don't forget your vehicle doesn't come with all-weather floor mats. So you might as well check out 3W all-weather floor mats down below and save 35% off if you use promo code Dennis35. So if you're looking for a set that is lifetime warranty, great fitment, we've got them on all of our Teslas. Definitely check it out. And plenty of our audience and viewers have purchased this mat, and there's been no complaints at all. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. Get the discount. And of course, thank you to everybody that supported the channel by using our links down below in the description. Lord, thanks for coming in. Use your code on Monday. The rep I spoke to also watches you. Nice. I got my VIN assigned immediately after order, but it says 28 to 30th delivery. Ooh, any input how fast will come after VIN assigned? 28 to 30. Are you saying like September 28th to 30th? That is a long time from now. I mean, that's really cutting to the wire. Can you send me a DM of that screenshot of if it says September 28th to 30th? Because that's really cutting it close for sure. Any update on how fast it'll come after VIN assigned? Usually like a week or two afterwards. But it still could be running down to the wire as well. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.